Welcome my channel, Wisdom of the Buddha. Today's story, the hidden strengths of Zodiac signs Cancer, how their emotional intelligence leads to success 2025. Have you ever wondered what makes certain individuals unforgettable? Regardless of their environment or circumstances, it's not merely their charm or outward appearance, but something more profound, a subtle strength that often goes unnoticed. This quiet yet potent force is the essence of the Cancer zodiac. Today, we delve into the remarkable qualities that define Cancer individuals, focusing on their emotional intelligence, resilience, and success in ways that are often underappreciated. From the Buddhist perspective, emotional intelligence can be understood as a cultivation of awareness and mindfulness, rooted in deep empathy and the ability to connect with others at a soul level. Those born under the Cancer sign often embody these qualities in ways that transcend the ordinary. Their intuition and ability to sense the emotional undercurrents around them are not mere traits, they are reflections of the mindfulness that permeates their being. Like a seasoned meditator, they can understand the subtle nuances of others' needs before they are spoken. In Buddhist terms, this is akin to the practice of right mindfulness, samasati, where one is attuned not just to the present moment but also to the emotional states of those around them. Cancer individuals often possess a remarkable sense of resilience. Their strength is not loud or overt, but rather a quiet, steadfast energy that supports them through life's challenges. This type of strength is deeply aligned with the Buddhist practice of viriya or diligent effort. It's not about forceful action but about persistence, patience, and the quiet confidence that comes from within, rooted in a strong sense of purpose. Moreover, Cancer's nurturing and empathetic nature mirrors the Buddhist practice of metta, loving kindness toward oneself and others. Their ability to offer comfort and care is not driven by obligation, but by a deep, almost spiritual desire to support and nurture those they care about. This is an important aspect of their emotional intelligence. Their nurturing energy flows naturally, without expectation, much like the Buddha's teachings on compassion. In conclusion, Cancer individuals possess a unique blend of emotional intelligence and resilience, qualities that not only define their relationships but also their path to success. Just as the Buddha taught the value of deep awareness, compassion, and perseverance, Cancer signs embody these virtues, making them both exceptional caregivers and quiet forces of strength in the world. Cancer individuals are deeply attuned to emotions, both their own and those of others. Their intuitive understanding of emotional currents enables them to forge profound connections with those around them. Often, they sense what others are feeling, even without being told, which makes them exceptional listeners and caregivers. Their emotional depth is rooted in their natural empathy, making them capable of offering comfort and support with ease. In Buddhist practice, one of the key virtues we cultivate is karu, or compassion, an empathy that extends beyond words to truly feeling and understanding the suffering of others. This is the gift that Cancer individuals so effortlessly provide. Their emotional intelligence is not merely intellectual but deeply spiritual. It goes beyond hearing the words spoken, they hear the emotions hidden within those words. This ability is akin to the Buddhist practice of mindful listening, where one's full attention is present, not only in the words being said but in the feelings that lie beneath the surface. The Cancer individual's gift of listening is not just about lending an ear, it's about making the other person feel truly seen and heard. This kind of listening creates an emotional space where others can feel safe enough to share their deepest thoughts and feelings. In Buddhist terms, this is a practice of non-judgment and acceptance, where one is fully present without imposing preconceived notions or expectations. In a world that often demands quick responses, the Cancer's patient, empathetic listening is a rare and beautiful skill. Personally, I have found that emotional intelligence is more than a psychological trait, it is a practice that shapes the relationships we nurture in our lives. Think about the last time you felt truly understood. The person who listened to you, not out of obligation, but because they genuinely wanted to know you, was likely someone who embodied the very essence of Karu. It's these moments of compassionate presence that allow us to connect deeply. Just as the Buddha taught us to engage with the world, with mindfulness, patience, and genuine compassion. For me, Cancer's emotional intelligence is not just a gift, it is a profound spiritual practice in action. One that can teach us all how to be more present, more compassionate, and more attuned to the needs of those around us. Part 2: Financial Opportunities and Cancer's Hidden Strength. While Cancer individuals are often celebrated for their emotional intelligence and nurturing qualities, they also possess an unexpected strength when it comes to financial opportunities. Their deep intuition, often linked to their emotional insight, enables them to perceive opportunities that others might miss. Coupled with perseverance and patience, these traits help them unlock financial growth, whether in their personal lives or professional pursuits. In Buddhist teachings, we often talk about upaya, skillful means. This refers to the ability to recognize and navigate the complexities of life with wisdom and discernment. Cancers exemplify this concept when it comes to financial matters. On the surface, they may appear to be driven purely by emotion and care for others. But in reality, their emotional depth is coupled with a remarkable strategic sense. They possess an innate understanding of when to act and when to wait. Not rushing into decisions but instead cultivating patience as a form of strength. Just as the Buddha taught that right action comes from mindfulness and awareness, Cancer's success in navigating financial landscapes comes from their deep awareness of life's rhythms and patterns. They understand that success is not always about immediate action but about allowing the flow of opportunities to come in their own time. This patient approach, rooted in deep emotional intelligence, reflects the Buddhist notion of santi, or inner peace, where one can act with clarity and calm rather than haste or anxiety. Personally, I've come to realize that true financial success often comes not from aggressive pursuit, but from the quiet strength of waiting for the right moment. Think of someone you know who might not be the loudest or most outwardly assertive, but somehow always manages to find success. In my experience, many Cancer individuals embody this quiet form of strength. They don't rush to grab opportunities, instead, they wait patiently, knowing that true opportunities are the ones that align with their values and purpose. This approach is reminiscent of the Buddhist path, where patience and mindful action guide us towards success, not just in material matters, but in all aspects of life. Cancer's ability to sense and wait for the right opportunities allows them to flourish, not through force, but through quiet perseverance and emotional wisdom. Part 3: Emotional Depth and Nurturing Nature. Cancer individuals are known for their remarkable ability to sense the emotions of others, offering comfort and support when it is most needed. Their nurturing nature allows them to step into the roles of caregivers, whether within families, friendships, or professional settings, creating deep, emotional connections that are essential for healing and growth. Their emotional depth is not only what makes them incredibly lovable, but also what makes them such invaluable figures in the lives of others. In Buddhist teachings, there is a profound concept known as karu, compassion. It's a quality that transcends mere sympathy, where one feels with the other, understanding their pain and joy as if it were their own. This is what I believe sets Cancer individuals apart. Their nurturing nature is not just about providing support, but about truly feeling with others in their most vulnerable moments. It's a rare gift that allows them to form deep emotional bonds that are rooted in genuine care. When we talk about compassion in Buddhism, it's not simply about offering help. It's about seeing the interconnectedness of all beings and understanding that by caring for others, we are nurturing ourselves as well. Cancers embody this concept effortlessly. Their emotional intelligence allows them to connect deeply with others, often knowing what is needed before it's even asked. However, as with all qualities, this nurturing instinct can sometimes become a double-edged sword. In the teachings of the Buddha, we learn about the concept of dukkha, the suffering that arises from attachment. Cancers, with their deep emotional nature, may sometimes absorb the pain of those they care for, which can lead to emotional burnout. This is where their practice of emotional discipline becomes crucial. The Buddha taught the importance of balance and detachment, not to be indifferent, but to remain unaffected by the suffering of others in such a way that it does not overwhelm us. For Cancer individuals, this can be a delicate balance. Their ability to care deeply for others should not come at the expense of their own emotional well-being. By learning to set healthy boundaries and practice mindfulness, they can continue to offer nurturing support without losing themselves in the process. In essence, Cancer's emotional depth and nurturing nature are invaluable gifts to the world. Yet, as in all things, balance is key. Through mindfulness and emotional discipline, they can continue to nurture others without neglecting their own needs, thus embodying the true essence of Karu. Part 4: Perseverance and Quiet Strength. Cancers possess a subtle yet powerful perseverance. They don't rush or force outcomes. Instead, they approach their goals with steady determination. Guided by their emotional intelligence, they make decisions that reflect patience and wisdom, allowing them to reach long-term goals with a calm, deliberate approach. This quiet strength enables them to weather life's challenges without losing sight of their purpose. In Buddhist teachings, we often hear the term viriya, energy or effort. But it's important to understand that this is not about forceful exertion. Rather, viriya is the effort that comes with right understanding, right intention, and right mindfulness. It's the energy we apply when we are aligned with our deepest values, not the energy spent trying to push against the flow of life. Cancers embody this concept perfectly. Their perseverance is not about rushing to the finish line but moving steadily with purpose. Like the stillness of a mountain, their strength may not always be visible, but it is constant and unwavering. This quiet determination, this ability to remain grounded in the face of adversity, is truly a powerful force. I've often observed that the most profound perseverance is not about loud actions but about the quiet, consistent efforts that build over time. Cancers exemplify this principle in how they approach challenges, choosing patience over haste, and wisdom over impulsiveness. They remind us that progress is not always about rapid movement but about the steady, intentional steps that lead us to where we need to be. All of us encounter challenges in life. In Buddhist philosophy, we are taught that suffering, or dukkha, is an inherent part of existence. But what truly defines us is how we respond to it. Cancers, with their innate resilience, demonstrate a profound way of handling adversity. They do not shout about their struggles or seek sympathy. Instead, they endure with grace. Their quiet strength teaches us that resilience is not about ignoring pain or hardship but about facing it with calmness and patience. It's the ability to keep going, even when the path is difficult or unclear. Sometimes, the most powerful way to move forward is not through loud action or force, but through persistent, calm determination. This is something we can all learn from: courage in the face of adversity. Not through outward displays, but through quiet perseverance. Part 5: Wisdom and Subtle Intelligence. The moon, as the ruling planet of Cancer, symbolizes wisdom and emotional intelligence. This celestial influence grants Cancer individuals a unique capacity for making thoughtful and methodical decisions. Their natural ability to reflect deeply on situations fosters trust and loyalty, not only in their personal relationships but also in their professional lives. In Buddhist philosophy, wisdom is often referred to as prajna, the clear, discerning understanding that arises from deep reflection and insight. It is not a wisdom that comes quickly or easily, rather, it is a gradual unfolding that requires patience and mindfulness. In a world where we are encouraged to act quickly, where speed is often valued over reflection, Cancer teaches us the art of slowing down and making decisions with intention. What I find most fascinating about Cancer is their quiet wisdom. They are not driven by impulsive urges or the desire for immediate gratification. Instead, they take the time to reflect, to sit with their thoughts, and to carefully consider the best course of action. In this way, they embody the Buddhist teaching of right intention, acting with careful thought and mindfulness, rather than in haste or anger. Cancer's methodical approach to decision-making is a reminder for all of us: wisdom does not rush. It is rooted in the ability to listen, both to others and to ourselves, and in the space between thoughts where true clarity can emerge. I have always admired people who pause before making decisions, who take a step back and let the wisdom of the moment settle within them. Cancers do this effortlessly. They are not swayed by the noise or the distractions of the world around them, but instead make their decisions from a place of deep reflection. This subtle intelligence is a form of wisdom that goes beyond the intellect. It is the wisdom of the heart, guided by emotional intelligence and insight. What makes Cancer so admirable in this area is how their decisions build trust. People can rely on them because their actions are rooted in careful consideration, not impulsive desires. This approach fosters lasting relationships and creates a foundation of loyalty in both personal and professional matters. Cancer's wisdom stands as a powerful reminder that the best decisions are often the ones that take the most time, ones that are not rushed but born out of genuine understanding and clarity. This is a lesson for anyone seeking to live a more deliberate and meaningful life. Part 6: Self-Reliance and Independence. Cancer individuals possess a remarkable balance of nurturing qualities and independence. While they offer emotional support and care for others, they also manage their own inner world with strength. This ability to balance their emotional life with independence allows them to make decisions that align with their values, all while staying grounded and secure within themselves. In Buddhist philosophy, the concept of self-reliance can be closely linked to the practice of sila, moral discipline, and self-mastery. It is the cultivation of inner strength and resilience that allows one to weather life's challenges without relying excessively on external circumstances or others. Cancer individuals, much like those who follow the path of Buddhist self-discipline, understand the importance of managing their own emotional states. While their nurturing nature often leads them to care for others, they do not lose themselves in the process. Instead, they practice a form of emotional self-reliance. One of the most underrated qualities of Cancer is their ability to remain emotionally self-sufficient. They do not let external situations or others' emotions overwhelm them. Instead, they build and maintain their inner peace, even in times of turbulence. This emotional independence is not about detachment, but about maintaining a healthy boundary between caring for others and taking care of themselves. Their strength lies in the understanding that they can offer support while staying true to their own needs and values. In the context of independence, Buddhist teachings often emphasize non-attachment. It is not about isolating oneself or cutting off from others, but about remaining emotionally free from clinging to people or outcomes. Independence, as Cancer exemplifies, is about standing firm in one's own truth while remaining deeply connected to others. This balance between emotional connection and self-reliance is a powerful lesson for all of us. Independence is often misunderstood as a form of isolation. But Cancer shows us that it is possible to be fully engaged in the lives of others while also standing firm in one's own emotional and spiritual strength. By fostering a sense of self that is not dependent on external validation, they create a foundation from which they can thrive and navigate life's challenges with resilience. This balance Part 7, Emotional Control and Self-Mastery. Cancers are known for their remarkable ability to regulate their emotions. A skill that allows them to create peace and harmony not only in their own lives but also in the lives of others. Their emotional self-discipline is a source of their strength, enabling them to navigate the challenges of life with calmness and resilience. In Buddhism, the practice of mindfulness, sati, and equanimity, upekkha, plays a central role in cultivating emotional control. These qualities are not about suppressing emotions but about observing and managing them without being overwhelmed. Cancers embody this principle with ease, understanding that emotional control is a form of wisdom. Instead of being swept away by their feelings, they are able to acknowledge them and respond thoughtfully, rather than react impulsively. Emotional control, from a Buddhist perspective, is closely linked to the concept of right effort, samavayama, the effort to cultivate wholesome qualities while abandoning unwholesome ones. Cancers demonstrate this by using their emotional intelligence to foster harmony in their surroundings, whether in their homes or workplaces. Their ability to remain calm and composed in the face of challenges makes them a stabilizing presence for those around them. They do not allow emotions to dictate their actions but rather regulate them, using their emotional awareness to create balance in their relationships. In my experience, emotional self-mastery is one of the most valuable skills we can develop on our journey toward inner peace. The Buddha teaches that we cannot control external circumstances, but we can control our reactions to them. Similarly, Cancers understand that emotions, like all things, are impermanent. They know how to navigate through emotional turbulence without letting it affect their inner peace. This emotional balance allows them to maintain harmony in their personal life and work. Cancer's ability to manage their emotions with grace and patience is a powerful reminder for all of us. It teaches us that true strength does not lie in suppressing our feelings, but in acknowledging them, understanding their root causes, and responding to them mindfully. Their emotional mastery is an example of how we can all grow in wisdom, cultivate peace within, and bring that peace to the world around us. As we've explored, Cancer individuals are not only emotionally intelligent but also possess resilience, wisdom, and a wealth of hidden strengths. They embody a rare balance of nurturing care and quiet strength, creating harmony both within their own lives and in the lives of others. But what about you? Have you encountered these traits in someone close to you? Or perhaps recognized them within yourself? The ability to nurture and care, combined with resilience and quiet determination, can shape a person's journey in profound ways. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Let's continue this conversation and learn from each other's insights. Whether you're a Cancer or not, we all have something to gain by reflecting on how these traits show up in our lives, both in ourselves and in the people around us. Emotional intelligence, perseverance, and self-mastery are qualities we can all strive to cultivate, regardless of our zodiac signs. Whether or not you identify with the Cancer zodiac, the lessons shared today are universal. Emotional intelligence, perseverance, and self-mastery are all qualities that contribute to leading a more fulfilling, balanced life. So, the next time you encounter a challenge, take a moment to reflect on the quiet strength of Cancer. Allow it to inspire you to navigate your own path with wisdom, patience, and grace. These traits can help you grow through life's difficulties and create a more harmonious and meaningful existence. Let's carry these lessons forward and apply them in our own lives. Together, we can create a community that values growth, resilience, and the power of emotional mastery. Share your thoughts. Subscribe for more content. And let's keep learning and evolving together. If you found this video helpful, consider subscribing to Wisdom of the Buddha for more teachings on how to live a life of peace, wisdom, and compassion. Share this video with someone who might benefit from letting go of envy. And leave a comment below on how you deal with feelings of jealousy. Remember, the path to inner peace starts with a single step. Let today be that step.